Hey y'all, it's Tay and I am back. Y'all, I am not pregnant. Like, this feels so funny because I feel like I haven't filmed not pregnant since November, which is crazy, y'all. So y'all already know I had baby bump. She was born July 21st. And y'all, it's so funny because we went to our first appointment and like the lady asked me her birthday and I had to like really like think. But I just know that's just because I'm just, you know, being a new mom and just kind of getting used to like saying her birthday and stuff. Because when she first asked for the birthday, I wanted to say my birthday. And so I had to like kind of stop like, okay, her birthday is July 21st, 2024. And of course, I'm not saying I don't remember my baby birthday, but of course it just get better with time. So I'm gonna just kind of talk on here. She's laying right there. So I'm gonna kind of just talk and ask some questions for as long as she let me. I am exclusively, I guess you could say, breastfeeding / pumping, but I'm not giving her bottles. She had got bottles one time so far in her 8 or 9 days of life because my mom came over and she was like a night nurse, and she came over and stayed with baby bump overnight while I was able to get some sleep. So that was really nice. But so of course, in order for her to, you know, be a night nurse, she had to feed baby or whatever without waking me up. So that was her first time getting bottles. My mama said she did really good with the bottles, but I kind of still want to, you know, keep her away from bottles for now, only when my mom comes over to be our night nurse, which probably will be once a week or once every 2 weeks, until about 6 months or whatever. So that's the question that everyone has been asking me, like, how am I feeding her? Exclusively putting her up here. So if they start to look bigger by the end of this video, y'all already know what that means. I mean, it's time for me to either breastfeed her or pump. I also have been storing up a lot of my milk. So, well, not a lot, but whatever I pump, I store so far. I think so far I have about 50 ounces, and that's kind of a lot for 9 days. So I plan on just having all that stored. So I plan on pumping until 6 months, and then at 6 months, which is kind of like the end of this year, 1st of January, at 6 months I'm going to kind of evaluate, like, see my body, her body, my mental, like how I'm feeling, and from there I'm going to go on. So if I stop pumping by 6 months, I hope I have at least enough milk to last me 3 more months after that, which will be her 9th month. So by her first birthday, she should be on formula, and that's kind of what I'm thinking, y'all. So again, y'all already know we have plans, and life have plans as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Breastfeed to 6 months. At 6 months to 9 months, use all the milk that I've frozen. 9 months to about her first birthday on formula, and move on from there. Because by the first birthday, baby, she'll be eating solids anyway. So, well, a little bit of solids. So that's kind of like the first like little update, like how I'm feeding her and stuff. Y'all, labor was good. Honestly speaking, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, if I could skip the first trimester of every pregnancy, I would probably have 10 more kids. Especially if I can have the same experience from 2nd trimester, 3rd trimester, and birth over and over without anything different, I definitely would do it. So for example, I didn't have any heartburn, I didn't have any swelling in 2nd trimester, 3rd trimester. Of course, the occasional back aches, stuff like that, that's normal, but I didn't have anything extra. Y'all see she has a lot of hair. I didn't have any heartburn. My labor, y'all, I was in labor. So I was supposed to be induced July 21st. I was supposed to have my labor induced, right? So I ended up going to labor naturally on July 20th, but I didn't know. So I basically labored at home for over 10 hours. I definitely was having, so I was having contractions, I was having labor pains, but they wasn't as bad as what I was expecting. Like, I'm like, okay, this can't be like the contractions that everybody talk about. But of course, again, those are early contractions, 1, 2, 3 centimeter contractions. Baby, when I got to 5 and 6 centimeter contractions, baby, I was through. So I labored at home for 10 hours. Honestly speaking, I didn't purposely stay home, because if I would have went to the hospital at about 9 p.m. like so I started the contractions like around 8 p.m. So I started feeling cramps at 8 p.m. right? 8 p.m. Saturday, July 20th. If I would have went to the hospital, I probably would have had her at least, I probably still would have had her July 21st. Yeah, I probably still would have had a July 21st, because from walking into the hospital to having her, it was like a 9-hour span, but I only pushed for 20 minutes. And yeah, so I still probably would have had her July 21st, but I probably would have had her like at 4 a.m. or something like that. So I labored at home. I slept through the contractions. I was able to relax all through the contractions. Then I kind of got to the hospital. Once I got to the hospital, I was already 3 centimeters dilated, which was pretty good. So that way I didn't have to get induced or anything like that, but they did still have to break my water. So I didn't have like my water breaking experience like I thought. I just started straight to the contractions, and then they broke my water for me. So they broke the water for me, and then after that, after breaking my water, I went from 6 centimeters to 10 centimeters within 1 hour. And then it was time to push. My doctor almost missed it because he had a C-section, me C-section. So he was gonna do the C-section. By the time he was done with the C-section, he was gonna come, you know, see if my progress, and then go do the C-section. Y'all, he almost didn't make it because I was telling them, so they broke my water. I think they broke my water first, obviously. Then I went from 6 to 10. And then I was telling the nurse, like, I have to push. So like I was laying on my left side first. I didn't really feel much. Now I laid on my right side, and that's when the pressure started. I'm like, I have to either use the bathroom or I have to push. So she was like, okay, if you have to like feel like you gotta push, most likely you probably got to use the bathroom. Go ahead and just use the bathroom or whatever, you know, TMI. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm starting to like push or whatever. I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, something is like going on. Like, so I was like, you know, can you check me and stuff like that? So she was just like, no, like, you know, it's not time. Doctor not here yet, yada, yada, yada. So I told her again, I'm like, lady, I have to push. Like, I can't wait on doctor no more. So the doctor walked in like right in the mid of us talking about me pushing and checking on the doctor. The doctor walked right in. He checked. He was like, oh, it's go time. So literally, y'all, he came right in the middle of the conversation, and soon he came in, it was time to push. Like he wasn't able to talk, ask me how I'm doing, nothing, y'all. He just came right in and started pushing me. So that was that. And then other than that, I did have a 2nd degree tear. I had a 2nd degree tear, but that's really not that bad. And I do have stitches. I do have stitches down there. Whatever, but they're supposed to dissolve. And then what else about the labor and delivery? Like I said, after the epidural, like the contractions wasn't too bad, but he was just telling me that if I was to skip out on the epidural, he had another C-section to do. So meaning I probably wouldn't have been able to get the epidural any later than what I, you know, like my window, my time frame. So I was just like, okay, so do I want to get it now at 6 centimeters or wait to 8 centimeters and then can't get it and then be in agony? So that's what I did. So I just decided to, okay, I'm like, I'm suffering a little bit. I probably could handle some more, but I don't want to miss my opportunity. So I'm going to just go ahead and get it. So after the epidural, everything was pretty good. So now I'm about to just go answer some of these questions that I did ask on Instagram. And we're gonna just go through these. Baby Bump is doing real good. She's letting me talk and stuff, and she's letting me, you know, she's letting mommy work. So y'all, my camera keeps cutting off, and it's making me mad. It's making me mad. So I'm starting to fill up a little bit too. And I've been using this hand pump. I do have a electric pump, but the electric pump I do not recommend. So I'm gonna try to get a new electric pump, and then maybe another video or two we can talk about what I got going on. So the first question is, how am I doing? Obviously, I'm doing pretty good so far. Like some days, like today I feel pretty like upbeat and excited because I guess I did get a decent amount of sleep, and we actually took like a morning nap and stuff as well. As y'all can see, she sleeps all day and be up all night. So that's kind of the struggle. I'm not gonna lie and say I've been getting a good amount of night sleep, because I have not. But today I was determined to sleep when she slept. So this morning we came out here like around 8 o'clock. I fed her, changed her, things like that. We was back down. She was back to sleep by 9 a.m. and I forced myself to go back to sleep until 11. So she sleeps all day and be up all night. But other than that, I feel pretty good right now. Like I said, some days it's better than others. Today's a pretty good day for me right now because I feel like I did get a decent amount of sleep. But yesterday I kind of was like so for like the past 2 days I kind of been like in a so mood. So again, every day is different. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty okay right now. But again, it's only been 8 days, so we'll see. I already talked about the labor. Multiple questions asked about the labor. Did you go natural? No, I did not go natural. I ended up getting the epidural. Whoever go natural, shout out to y'all. Y'all are the goats for real, because going natural, unless you just accidentally just come in there and you just can't get the epidural no more, that's the only thing I say. But going natural is different, and I went all the way to about 5.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 centimeters. So yeah. The next question is, how is life adjusting with baby bump? How's your sleep pattern? Like I just said, I have not been getting much sleep at night. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but it is okay. It's not as bad, but it's a little bad. I'm definitely glad my mom came over that one day last week to be our overnight nurse. I'm probably gonna ask her to come over again this week or next week to be our overnight nurse, in terms of just staying up with baby bump or just watching her while I sleep, because yeah, I definitely need it. How is life so far? I mean, I feel like we really haven't been doing much, simply because we just been in the house. The only day we went out was to her first appointment, and that was interesting to kind of like go out to the doctor and go to Walmart with like a baby now. So it's like I just can't hop out the car and just walk in. I gotta hop out the car. Well, I'm not doing anything with the stroller. My boyfriend is. He's doing all that. But you know, just hopping out the car and gotta get a stroller together, gotta get the baby bag and things like that. I did have to stop and breastfeed her inside of the doctor's office twice. So at the doctor's office, and then we have to go get some more blood work done for her. So I have to feed her at the doctor and feed her at the lab, and that was interesting to feed in public. So in the doctor's office, I was able to like be in my own little private room, but at the lab, I had to just sit in the waiting room with everybody else. So I had to just put like a little cover over me and then breastfeed her that way. Because like I said, she's really just on me. We did bring a bottle out just in case, but we didn't want to like use the bottle. I kind of want to just, you know, want to just do it, you know, my breastfeeding and stuff like that. So other than that, life has kind of been like the same every day, because like I'm not really out doing much, or we're not going places and things like that. I feel like I will start to feel different once we start going places and doing things like going out to eat and going to the stores and things like that. That's when I'm gonna realize, like, dang, I'm a mama, like I gotta push this stroller around and stuff like that. But so far so good. I've been enjoying it. It's been fun. I'm gonna try to film like a night routine, morning routine, day of my life video one day this week or next week. It's just been hard because I just been trying to adjust to learning when to feed her, how to pump and things like that. So I kind of want to just kind of get some basics down and then get on camera. Also too, I just been enjoying not having to really work. The labor experience, things like that, all that I was talked about. Have it really sunk in that you're a mom? Sometimes I still don't believe it. I'm still in like, I don't feel dissociated. So I'm not saying I'm dissociated from my baby, because I love my baby so much, but I still feel like this is not my life. Like, this is not real. Like, you know, like this is, I feel like I'm just experiencing or living like in a different like Twilight Zone. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just really feel like detached, but not in a negative way, from like my old life. You know, like I'm really a mom now. Like, the way I depend on my mom, I talk to my mom, like my mama raised me, I really have to do that for somebody else now, you know. So I'm kind of just still in disbelief and still in shock 9 days later. I don't have any mommy fears. Well, I'm lying. I probably got all the mommy fears in the world. Like my biggest fear is just making sure that she's breathing every single minute, second, and hour of the day. Like, I have to check that she's breathing. Like that's what I'm assuming this question is talking about. The mommy fears, like the anxieties. That's mine, y'all. Like the breathing. Like, I could do anything else, but it's just the breathing for me. Like, I just can't get over it. Like, I have to just keep checking to make sure that she's breathing, obviously for obvious reasons that we won't talk about on this page. Also too, we don't co-sleep. We don't share the bed with her at all, because I don't play that. I'm not playing that. I don't play that. I would do anything in my power. I will come and sit on the couch and let her be in her lounger or something like that before I put her in the bed. I don't even want to think about it. I have a question. 37 weeks, the the pineapple, oh, the raspberry tea and the pineapple juice. Definitely start that at around 37 weeks. That's what I did. I started mine around 37 weeks, and I'm not saying that it put me into labor. I feel like it allowed me to have a good labor experience. So the raspberry leaf tea plus pineapple juice allowed me to have a good labor experience in terms of my cervix softening very, very fast. Like I told y'all, I went from 6 centimeters to 10 centimeters really, really quickly. So yeah, so the raspberry leaf tea and pineapple juice, I feel like it didn't put me into labor, but it helped me with like my cervix like softening and open up really quickly. Like I told y'all, I went from 6 centimeters to 10 centimeters very quick. Like I shocked myself. I think I shocked my doctors, my nurses, because like she literally gave me like the peanut ball. I laid on my left side probably for like not even an hour, I don't think. And then I switched to my right side, and then that's when all that pressure pushed down super fast. And that's when she was like, well, that's when my doctor realized that I was 10 centimeters and stuff like that. I honestly would say from the peanut ball to me pushing probably was like another hour or so. So the raspberry leaf tea definitely did help soften the cervix up and make it move fast, in my opinion. It don't put you into labor though. How did you, and so like the last question someone has is, how did you increase your milk supply? To be honest, I didn't really do much. The day before, well, the day I went into labor, honestly, what I think put me in labor is I tried to pump some colostrum, y'all. I tried to pump or whatever, and I got like this much out. And after trying to pump that, y'all, when I tell y'all, I started cramping so bad, I think that's what did it. But I went from like a little half a milliliter of colostrum on Saturday to about 2 or 3 milliliters on Sunday after giving birth to her, to now I got over, I think I do about 2 or 3 ounces every time I pump or whatever. So I don't really know how to increase the milk supply. I feel like my milk supply is decent right now. My issue is I need to find a pump that works well in my body, because I feel like my pump, y'all, is what's not working for me. My electric pump, like, I don't know if I'm putting it together right every time, but it's just not suctioning me the way I wanted to, or the way I was expecting it to. So once I find the right pump, that's when I feel like I will definitely have way more like knowledge about like the breastfeeding and stuff like that. Okay, y'all, what I want to say, like I said, everybody keep asking me about like, oh, how has life been and things like that. Honestly, I would feel like I would know how life is gonna go once we start doing more things. Like so far, we just really just been in the house, just chilling, not really doing too much different days daily. But once you start going outside and have to go different places and going to family events, that's when I'm gonna realize like I'm a mama. Like I gotta take this baby with me. I can't just hop out the bed and just go to TJ Maxx like I used to. So once I start moving around a little bit more, I definitely would kind of get a feeling of how it feels to be a mom and things like that. I'm feeling it now. She breaking me in real good. I'm feeling it now. I'm not saying I'm not feeling it, but in terms of like life and going to like the park and going different places, I feel like I start feeling like that once I get to that point. So yeah, y'all, that's the end of like the little video. I'm gonna kind of just get on here and kind of give y'all updates. Oh, and about like my content, business, things like that. Business wise, I'm still in the middle. I don't really know what I want to do in terms of business, in terms of bracelets. My ebooks are still on the website. I'm still getting at least 1 order a day every other day, which is good, just based off all the old content I've posted throughout the years. When it comes to like bracelets, y'all, I just don't know, because right now I'm in a space where obviously the nursery has turned, my office has turned into the nursery. So y'all know how much supplies and things like that I had when it came to like my business. So right now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna be transparent, I'm space challenged in my apartment. I don't really have much space to kind of even do much. So in terms of like setting up my printer, my computer again and things like that. So that's kind of the challenge that I am experiencing. Just kind of having the space to do everything I want to do. I don't know, we'll see. I was thinking about just going straight to like the pre-packaged items or like the pre-made items again. I thinking about doing that. If I do like the pre-made items again, if I start to like, you know, sell the pre-made items, pre-made bracelets and things like that, obviously I won't need as much space because everything would come already made and I would just be supplying. Then I was thinking about, okay, maybe I can do wholesale, not me making the bracelets wholesale, but still, you know, just wholesaling the pre-packaged items. So like the charm bracelets that everybody love. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. It's either going to be wholesale or it's going to be me selling pre-packaged items. It won't be both. I can't do both. I won't do both, especially with my baby. I tried to do wholesale too before and retail, and it just was too much. So I'm in the middle. I don't know. Let me know, because I feel like the wholesale would kind of be good. But I feel like a lot of people already have my vendors, stuff like that. So if you are a business owner and you're watching, let me know your opinion. Wholesale, yes or no. Or just sell pre-made items. So we'll see. As far as content, y'all already know I'm trying to get back to shopping and day in my life, vlogs, things like that. Of course, everything now would just be with a baby. And y'all, I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe it. But yeah, my postpartum body is looking pretty good. My stomach is kind of flattened out. I did get a girdle and things like that, but I honestly don't think I'm gonna need it. I might probably wear it a couple days, we'll see. But I don't really think I'm gonna need the girdle, to be honest. And yeah, y'all, that's really all the updates I really do have for y'all. And yeah, everything is going good. I'm enjoying. I'm gonna let y'all see baby bump from the back. And I'm gonna wake her up anyway. Newborn scrunch. Well, she ain't really scrunching like that. She haven't really been scrunching like that, unless I kind of just missed her scrunches. But yeah, I thought she just threw up on me or spit up on me. But yeah, y'all, that's my boo-boo. This my baby. I don't play about her, baby. I will fight a tiger over my baby. I don't play about her, okay? Baby, I will go to war with anybody about this one right here, okay? And I will move a car. I will move a car for her, okay? But yeah, y'all, we about to get up off here. I'm gonna edit this video, upload it today, and I'm gonna see y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, boo boo. That wasn't hard, but it kind of scared her. And I'm gonna see y'all later.